Hello, 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 you beautiful, beautiful people of YouTube. It is I, Soul Hippo, playing Factorio. I basically made this on a mode of the game called Death World. And it's going to be, I'm assuming, ridiculously hard here. This is so unfair. So basically, you get a limited starting area, in essence, and enhanced amounts of aliens everywhere. However, the problem I'm seeing right off the bat is that this world is soaked with them already, and I don't know. Will this, okay. We're gonna find something that isn't so ridiculous because of our limited starting space. Again, this one has nothing. You know, I thought part of it was so... Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we can work with this right here. Okay, yeah. Not very large, but, it'll be ours. Excuse my coughing. Allergies and all that, you know how it is. Got some coal from that big rock right there. That's cool. So Factorio is a game all about industrialization. Essentially, you crash landed on an alien planet, and you need to get your way off. Except a lot of these machines and things you can't hand make, so they have to be automated. Automated machinery obviously pollutes, and so on and so forth. So we start out here with just a handful of small little supplies. We're going to go ahead and start hotkeying them down here, just so we have access to them for the future. So we're going to slap on the good old miner drill. We're going to put that there. And we're going to start filling these up with coal. Of course, these things are now going to start pollute. All that steam coming off right here that you can see will eventually lead to these little red zones up here, which these are all alien bases. So Death World basically has very large enemy bases, and also very, very frequent enemy bases. Which, of course, as you can imagine, is a problem. So we're going to go ahead and grab Mr. Inserter here. Should go like and the rest in there. That'll go for a little bit. God damn. These allergies, boys, these allergies. They are quite intense. Excuse me for a second while I adjust something here. Alright. Here we go. So there is a day-night cycle. It's a little bit annoying, but we're going to come up here and start harvesting some of the rock. So your machines will make pollution, which will eventually spread across the map. When your pollution hits an enemy base, I say enemy, the natives' base, what they're going to do is try to, obviously, find out where it's coming from. And they will come and start attacking you. They are vicious because they will destroy everything too. It's not just the player. They will wreck all of your machinery that you may have spent years and years on. And they won't even bat an eyelash because they're just that brutal. So right now I'm kind of going around. I'm going to collect some of these dead trees, some of the bigger rocks here. Yeah, the enemy base is actually right across this water here. Doing things manually is obviously not the way you want to run this game. See, look at that. See all those right there? Yeah, I can't even come close to scratching all of them. Which they're chill. They're not going to come attack until pollution hits them. Which might unfortunately be sooner rather than later. So, okay, we've got a bit of iron already. That's nice. Go ahead and make two more of those, and some of these. So I started this actually, and I made about 45 minutes of content prior to making this video. However, that didn't really end that well. I kind of got everything I was working for with run through pretty dramatically there, very, very early on. Which, in essence, is of course its own problem. But That being said, we're going to set these up like this. If you're new to the game, I pretty much just give a little basic tutorial, I suppose. The burner drills obviously take a resource in the ground, then you start pumping it up. These are called inserters. So as you can see, let's go ahead and just pick this one up, for example. As you can see, we have these things, and you hit R to rotate. The flat line area is where it's going to be picking up from, and then the arrow is where it's going to be throwing it to. So right now, we have it picking up from the conveyor belt, throwing it into the furnace. Now these things take coal to use. So of course, they'll be taking coal that the machine make to feed itself full of flame, and then it'll be throwing it into the coal machine to constantly make coal. It's a full cycle. It's really beneficial in that way. So these guys right here, we're going to be making another one just to get a little bit more of a step up. Now we're going to try to do this as limited as we possibly can here. It did not, things did not end well for me in the last one at all, by any means. You can combine them like that, so this can actually grab just more frequent amounts of their preferred. Well, I only had the one there. So obviously, the burners won't work unless there is actually a resource being pumped into them. Are you not gonna grab those? Maybe you are, but you're being a little bit stupid. I don't know. Go ahead and put that one there. Take those plates, make another one, and grab some coal for it too. Just to get it started, just so we can make plates a little bit faster here. Yeah, I flew too close to the sun. I basically did too much too quickly in my original world, and I got bit for it very, very quickly. They straight stomped my shit. I tried to industrialize a planet full of aliens that just weren't having it. So we're gonna go ahead and just gather up some material here. Get a decent bit going. We're going to extend this out just a little bit further. My apologies. Yeah, extending it out a little bit further, that way the coal can pile up more, which means there will be more up for grab in a shorter amount of time. We're going to get a third coal machine going, despite my better judgment here. So we're going to put that there. We're going to need some belts. And making belts, you can right-click any belt system, by the way, in order to make it go just a touch faster, and make 5 of one instead of individuals. So yeah, we're already making a decent bit of pollution, I'm sure. If you look at our map, this area around us here is our pollution. As soon as it touches one of the bases, which this one will come first, they will come. So it seems like going down here, we're pretty much in the clear. That's where we can start advancing to. But for the meantime, we really need to hollow out this area and make it sure we can keep that as protected as we possibly can. So we're going to need copper here very quickly. So we're going to go ahead and start a tiny little copper section. And then we're going to have... well, I guess it won't matter. We can just do from here into a furnace. Yeah, justly so. Put that in there. We're going to give this one a few, and the rest are going to go in there. Perfect. Now, we're not going to expand anything out further for a while. I'll show you why. We're going to go ahead and try to do away with as many of these burners as we possibly can. As early as we can. That way we can move on to one of the more cleaner sources, which are the steam engines right here. Which I'll go ahead and make some pieces for right now. This is how we get electricity. Electricity obviously is a lot less polluting than any firms of coal. Any firms of curl. Take our copper plates here. We're going to need to make telephone poles, which we're going to need to go get some wood over here for. Now you can get close enough to see the enemy bases, but if you venture too close to the sun, you're bound to get burned. They also tend to attack in... Did I not finish this thing, really? They also tend to attack in waves. And the waves will start progressively getting more and more difficult. So we're going to cut up a bunch of wood here that we're probably just going to use for the meantime. I'm not sure if you can use wood as a fuel source. I can't imagine why it would be any more or less polluting than coal. Another thing is, too, the wind will kind of change direction sometimes with your pollution. And if it blows into trees, actually, too much to the benefit, the trees will actually start absorbing some of it. However, they can only do this for so long before it gets too toxic and the trees will die. Some of these big rocks have coal in them, that's why I'm collecting them specifically. That way I can stop grabbing coal over here from my little line that we have going. Oh, look at that. I ran out of steam, huh, bud? I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure these guys are nice and fed up here. Put those in there. We're gonna go take all this extra coal over here. Put half in there. Put a few more. Give that one a few more. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and make a bunch of pipe here. Boiler, steam engine, pump, and pipe. These are the most important parts for our electrical power grid. Yeah, look, little fishes. I can get raw fish. What do I do with raw fish? I don't know what to do with raw fish. You don't even need food in this game. Anyway, don't ask why, but I'm a little bit husky, as you can see here. No worries. So we're going to have a steam engine placed like this. And then we're going to attach a boiler on so that the steam valve, or the side that's a little bit of a nub coming off, is against the machine on both sides. Then we're going to use pipe leading from the water pump. And we're going to connect it to the ends of both of the boilers. And that's essentially all you're going to need. Next thing is you're going to need a bunch of coal. So we're going to go ahead and take those two there. And so now we're going to have to feed our coal line all the way over, pardon me, to the boilers. Now we can use these burner inserters again because they're completely self-sufficient. They will take their own coal to feed themselves as well as feed the boilers. And, of course, as we know, boilers are going to need something to burn. And I believe that 3 coal should be more than sufficient. I'm probably going to up it to, I know, maybe just a couple extra here in a moment. So, bam, look at that. It's pumping in, the boilers are coming, they're creating steam, and this is creating electricity. Now, we don't have anything to use that electricity on. Thus, we're going to go ahead and start making electric mining drills. Dramatically more expensive, of course, than the burner drills, but they are most certainly more efficient in every way. 23 iron in equivalents per use, which is very, very, very intense. But we're going to go ahead and start it out anyway. The burner drill system and the coal. Now, don't get me wrong, a normal world isn't like this, where you're struggling to survive. A normal world is actually a lot more peaceful, a lot more calm, and the starting area from where you can first see the aliens is about the entire size of your starting map. However, we don't have this luxury. It is possible to eradicate the enemy bases. However, that is always just a touch easier said than done. Alright, so we have our new drills. So we're going to go ahead and pack up everything we're doing here. Just pack it all in. And then we're going to place these out. Take up a lot more space. That's okay. No problem. So these things, and we're now going to need power. So we're going to have to attach power like this. And we're going to have to string it along. Of course, they don't take up all but short rooms here. We're going to have to move all the way over until we can connect it to the grid. Gears are turning now, and these things are now powered. So what we're going to do here is I guess we're going to have to do this manually for a touch. until I can solve the crisis a little bit better. We're going to go ahead and feed these things some coal and use our original 2 burners to go ahead and start throwing our iron in here. We're going to do that times a few more. That being said, I'm already out of iron. There we go. Oops, wrong one. Definitely not those. Go ahead and plop those full. Gonna need a few more pieces of coal, which as you can see, it's backing up here rather nicely. That's always good. We're just gonna throw these in there. Alright, so the coal is going a little bit quicker, but now that these are polluting, now we have less pollution due to the burner drills. So in essence, we should have only increased very dramatically. Great, that's cool. We're gonna make one more coal one here, and then we're gonna have to call it quits before we end up, you know, perishing. I guess it would be best suited here, wouldn't it? I guess we can just do this way, like so. So we're gonna have that grab from there, then we're gonna have this go this way. I mean, this is gonna need a little jump start to get started there, so I'll go ahead and throw that coal in there like that. Alright, perfect. So you can see here we have 4 furnaces. The drills don't seem to be catching up though in terms of the speed of the furnace. So it'd probably be a good idea to grab one last drill for the iron section. We have all the copper we're going to need for a while, so we're going to go ahead and just pick that up. Reduce our pollution, grab this plate, and we're just going to have that do its job here. Actually, we don't need to do it that way. We can just do that a little bit easier. This will give us more iron, obviously, and that way we can make more in the long run. Coal is pumping out a little bit quicker, which is perfect. So now, it's a very important step of the game, is to defend ourselves. So we're going to need to make 2, I just make 2 anyway, we're going to make 2 labs. On these 2 labs, they're going to take automated science packs, just like these right here, and they're going to spend them in order to gain research. And of course, what the first thing we're going to research is? Turrets. Of course we are. Be stupid not to right now. But while these things are being made in my inventory, I will go ahead and end the episode here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy any of my content, I have Minecraft and Subnautica videos up. Be sure to subscribe, and as always, have a good one.